Hello my dear students, today we are going to challenge ourselves by solving multiple choice questions related to the world of metals and non-metals. So let us begin. Question number 1. So what is our question number 1? Which property of aluminium makes it an ideal choice for making cooking utensils? Option A, good conductor of electricity. B, good conductor of heat. C, ductility. D, luster. Since the question is of making cooking utensils, the aluminium must be a good conductor of heat for cooking, right? So our option B is the correct answer. Let us check. Yes, option B, good conductor of heat. Since aluminium is good conductor of heat, it is an ideal choice for making cooking utensils. Now the next question, which of the following elements will give rise to a basic oxide? Option A, sodium. Option B, nitrogen. Option C, sulfur. Option D, phosphorus. Recall that oxides of metals are basic in nature. So which of them is a metal? Yes, option A is definitely a metal and is our answer. So sodium oxide is basic in nature. So now question number 3. Which of the following can be beaten into thin sheets? A, oxygen. B, phosphorus. C, nitrogen. D, iron. Recall that metals can be beaten into thin sheets, a property called malleability. So which of them is a metal? Yes, option D, iron is a metal and hence can be beaten into thin sheets. So our answer is option D, iron. Now the next question, question number 4. Magnesium oxide is basic, not hygroscopic. C, acidic. D, neutral. Since magnesium is a metal, the oxides of metal are basic in nature generally, so the option A is the correct option. Let us check. The answer is basic. Yes, magnesium oxide is basic. Question number 5. Dash is the only metal which is liquid at room temperature. Option A, sodium. Option B, zinc. Option C, mercury. Option D, copper. You have studied about it in class 6, right? Yes, it is option C, mercury. Mercury is the only metal which is liquid at room temperature. Now, question number 6. The rust on the iron is actually option A, iron chloride. Option B, iron bromide. Option C, iron sulfide. Option D, iron oxide. The rust on the metal, which is the reddish brown deposit, is actually, yes, it is option D, iron oxide. Question number 7. Now question number 7 is, which of the following property is generally not shown by metals? Option A, dullness. Option B, heat conduction. Option C, sonority. Option D, malleability. See, metals are generally shiny. They are not dull. So the option A is the correct option, since option C, B and D very well define the property of metals, right? So our option A, dullness, is not generally shown by metals. So our option A, dullness, is the answer. Now question number 8. During galvanization, the iron is coated with option A, nickel. Option B, zinc. Option C, copper. And option D, aluminium. The iron is coated with what to prevent rusting? Yes, it is option B, which is zinc, right? So now question number 9. Question number 9 is, identify the element. It is soft, can be cut with a knife, and it is very reactive. So the element might be option A, zinc. Option B, copper. Option C, aluminium. Option D, sodium. Yes, so it is soft, it can be cut with knife and very vigorously reacts with both air and water. What is it? Yes, it is option D, sodium. Sodium is soft, can be cut with knife and is very reactive. Now moving on to the next question. Which of the property is not true for a non-metal? Option A, soft. Option B, sonorous. Option C, non-lustrous. Option D, non-malleable. So if it is a non-metal, it is generally soft. It is generally non-lustrous, that is dull. It is generally non-malleable, that is it cannot be easily beaten into thin sheets. But sonorous? No, non-metals are non-sonorous, that is they do not produce ringing sound by striking against a surface. So yes, our option B, sonorous, is the answer. Sonority is generally not a property of a non-metal. So question number 11. Question number 11 is, bells or ghungroos that Indian classical dancers use in their performances is made of A, non-metals, B, plastic, C, metals, D, wood. Well, non-metals, plastic and wood are out of question because we want ghungroos to be sonorous, right? We want the ringing sound when it is struck against the surface because that is what ghungroos are meant for. So our option C, metals, is definitely the answer, right? Now question number 12. What is our question number 12? Which of them, when used in a closed circuit, would not make a lamp glow? Option A, eraser, B, aluminium foil, C, iron nail, D, magnesium strip. Now option C, B, D are all metals. Option A is not a metal and will not conduct electricity and will not make the lamp glow. So our option A, eraser, is definitely the answer to this question. Good going, my dear students. Now 8 questions more. Question number 13. What is or are required for rusting to occur? Option A, water. Option B, air. Option C, heat. Option D, both A and B. Remember that rusting is caused by moist air. So both water and air are required. So option D is the correct answer, right? Let us check what is the answer. Option D, both air and water are required for rusting to occur. Now the next question. Which is not an element? Option A, aluminium. Option B, sulfur. Option C, zinc. Option D, wood. Aluminium, zinc, sulfur are all elements because they are either metals or non-metals. Wood does not fall in either of the categories and hence is not an element at all. So moving on to question number 15. What effect does an aqueous solution of magnesium oxide have on red litmus paper? Option A, it turns red litmus paper green. Option B, it turns red litmus paper blue. It does not have any effect on red litmus paper. Option D, it turns red litmus paper into pink. Recall that magnesium oxide is basic in nature and bases turn red litmus into blue. So our option B is the correct option. It turns red litmus paper blue because magnesium oxide is basic in nature. Now moving on to the next question. Question number 16. Which non-metal is the building block of all life forms? A, nitrogen, B, carbon, C, sulfur, D, phosphorus. It is definitely carbon, my dear students. Option B is the correct answer. Carbon is definitely the building block of all life forms. Now question number 17. Question number 17 is, upon burning sulfur, sulfur dioxide is produced. On dissolving sulfur dioxide in water, sulfurous acid is formed which turns red litmus blue, turns red litmus green, turns blue litmus red, or does not have any effect on red or blue litmus. Now sulfurous acid is an acid, right? And since an acid turns blue litmus into red, what is our answer? Yes, it is option C. It turns blue litmus red because sulfurous acid is acidic in nature. Very good going, students. Let us see if you can crack this one. Question number 18. A block of wood is malleable, brittle, lustrous, neither malleable nor brittle. Now a block of wood is definitely not lustrous. Option C is out of question. We are confused between malleable and brittle. Malleable? No, because it is not a metal. It cannot be beaten easily into thin sheets. Brittle? No, it is not brittle either. So what is our correct option? Our correct option is option D. That is, a block of wood is neither malleable nor brittle. Okay, now question number 19. Objects like dash and aluminium are lustrous. Option A, gold, B, nitrogen, C, sulfur, D, potassium. Recall that only metals are generally lustrous. That is, they have a shiny appearance. And gold, my dear students, is said to be one of the most shiny metals on earth, right? So our option A, gold, is the correct option. Objects like gold and aluminium are definitely lustrous. Now moving on to the last question of our session. Which metal is the best conductor of heat? Do you know? Option A, copper. Option B, aluminium. Option C, silver. Option D, iron. While all our options are metals, the best conductor of heat is? What is the answer? Yes, it is option C, silver. So we have reached the end of the quiz. Hope you have enjoyed a lot. Many more quizzes to come. Keep an eye on Anveshan Scholars. Bye-bye.